Hi friends, I would like to talk today about animals that hibernate for the winter. Hibernating means that an animal will sleep the whole winter, not just one night like when you go to sleep and wake up in the morning. They will go to sleep and sleep the whole winter. So different animals handle winter in different ways. Winter is not usually an animal's favorite season. It's hard for an animal. It's cold, it's snowy, it's icy. The plants aren't growing, it's hard to find food, so winter's a hard time. Some animals will handle winter by hibernating. And what an animal does, an animal that's going to hibernate, what it does is first in the fall, before winter comes, it will eat and eat and eat and eat and get really big and fat. That's the first thing it does in the fall. And then when fall is coming to an end, when winter is coming, that animal will find a place that it wants to sleep for the whole winter. It finds a cozy spot and then the animal will fall asleep. And while this animal is sleeping, hibernating, its breathing slows way down, very slow breathing. And its heartbeat will slow way down, very slow heartbeat. And that animal will keep sleeping. It won't wake up to eat through the whole winter. It won't even wake up to poop in the whole winter. It will keep on sleeping. So I am going to send you this package here. It's 2 papers. You can staple them together. And I have made this a little bigger here so we can talk about some of the animals that hibernate. And it says up at the top here, do these animals hibernate? Yes or no? So not all animals hibernate. We're going to see if we can figure out which ones are hibernating. Okay, so we're starting off with a bear. I'm wondering if you think a bear hibernates or not. There are different kinds of bears, and some bears do hibernate. So we're going to write yes. So Y-E-S spells yes, Y-E-S. We're going to say yes. There are bears that are hibernating right now. And a bear usually likes to hibernate in a cave. He makes a nice cozy spot. He calls it his den. And he will hibernate there all winter. Okay, let's go on to the next one. What about a bat? Do you think a bat hibernates? That's a tricky question because some bats do hibernate and some bats will migrate instead. So some bats will fly south and some will stay and they will hibernate. So maybe we'll put a yes and no there. Yes, some bats hibernate, and we'll do an N-O spells no because some bats are not hibernating. They migrated. Where do you suppose a bat wants to hibernate? A bat will also find a cave, or a bat might even find a spot inside your house or your cottage up in the attic. It might find a cozy spot there to hibernate and sleep for the winter. Oh boy. Okay, let's go on to this guy. How about a skunk? Do you think a skunk hibernates in the winter? Yep, skunks are supposed to be hibernating in the winter. So let's write yes. Y-E-S, yes. Do you know where a skunk might be hibernating, sleeping away? I know of a few places. A skunk might like to find a hollowed out log, a log that all the inside has decomposed, and he could go in there to hibernate. But you know where else he might hibernate? If you have a deck or a porch out in your yard, a skunk might hibernate underneath there. That's kind of a cozy spot for him too. I wonder if you have any skunks hibernating in your backyard. Oh boy. Okay, let's go on to snakes. Do you think snakes hibernate? They do. Snakes hibernate. So let's write yes. Y-E-S, yes. And a snake will hibernate under a rock. That doesn't sound very cozy to me, but that's what they do. And snakes actually will gather in a big group of snakes together. They'll cuddle up together and they'll find a spot under the rock. They'll sleep all winter there. So the snakes, yes, they are hibernating. Let's go over here. We have a frog. Do you think frogs are hibernating? They are. Frogs hibernate. So let's say yes. Y-E-S, yes. Frogs hibernate. Do you know where a frog would hibernate? A frog will hibernate at the bottom of the pond in the mud. It's pretty cozy in the mud. So the frog will dive down, down, down to the bottom of the pond, get all cozy, and then will sleep all winter there in the bottom of the mud. Okay, the next one is a turtle. Do you think a turtle is hibernating? A turtle does hibernate. We'll say yes here. Y-E-S. Yes. Turtles are actually hibernating with the frogs in the mud at the bottom of the pond. Have a good sleep, frogs and turtles together. Okay, how about a ladybug? Have you noticed any ladybugs flying around in the winter? Nope, they're not. That's because they are hibernating too. They look for cozy little spots under rocks or in little creases of branches. They are hibernating. So let's say yes. Y-E-S, yes, the ladybugs are hibernating. They don't want to be around in the winter. Those are a lot of animals. Hey, what's the last picture here? That's a picture of some kids. That's like you. Do you hibernate? Do you fall asleep and then sleep all winter long? No way. We're going to write no for that one. N-O spells no. You are not hibernating. You are out having fun in the snow in the winter. And you are going to do this job on the paper that I'm going to send you. Okay.